The Kool Hits Sports Network proudly presents Kentucky High School Volleyball on Kool TV. Now let's go courtside for the pregame show on Kool TV.
And a pleasant good evening, everybody, from the Palace. It's high school volleyball on the Kool Hits TV Sports Network. Kent Robinson with you tonight. James Carter will be joining me as well as we come to you from the Joker Lawn Care broadcast table. My executive producer this evening, Jacob Hankins, and on our camera will be Felicia Collier. We just had the junior varsity match in just a few minutes ago, so we'll be starting the varsity game just a few minutes late, about 7:30 or so. I believe Greenup County took 2 out of the 3 matches here this evening. So it'll be Greenup County and it'll be Raceland. A little district matchup here tonight at the Palace. And we'll have more in a moment on the Kool TV Sports Network.
Hello, everyone. I am Rick Clark. Let me introduce you to Carlisle, Annabelle, and Zach.
And as you can tell by these commercials, this family has a lot of fun.
We have a great team here at Clark's.
And we would love for you to join our family.
Whether you're a young person looking for your first job, someone who's looking for extra work, or maybe you're ready to start a career at a growing company, we want to talk to you. To find out more and start the process, go to myclarkspns.com.
Clark's Pump and Shop.
Return,
Refresh,
Refuel.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at workreadykentucky.com.
At Preston Family Funeral Home, we understand how making decisions during the loss of a loved one can be most difficult. You can help relieve this burden on your family with pre-planning at Preston Family Funeral Home. It's safe, secure, and simple. You can transfer your existing plan from any other funeral home to Preston Family Funeral Home by simply calling 606-325-4946. Preston Family Funeral Home. Our family serving yours because we care.
And welcome back to the Joker Lawn Care broadcast table as we get you ready for Greenup County at Raceland. Head coach at Greenup County, Allison Suttles, and Raceland's coach, Katie Nelter, who spent a long time another location, but here at the Palace this evening. Greenup County comes in the district at 3-2. Overall, they're 13-6, and in the region, 9-4. And the Raceland Rams, overall, they are 14-12. In the region, they are 10-5, and in the district, they are 2-2. Again, we had a junior varsity game just ended just a little bit, so we'll be starting this one just a little bit late, but not too awful bad. These two teams, actually, of course, Raceland, the home team, Greenup County, 10 minutes from their home base, so should be good to go. We'll take another break. When we come back, we'll let you know what these two teams did in their last match. And we'll do that in just a moment on the Kool TV Sports Network.
Fall fishing season is just around the corner, and Border Sporting Goods is your fishing headquarters for rods and reels from G. Loomis, St. Croix, Fenwick, Lewes, Shimano, Daiwa, and Abu Garcia. No matter what species of fish you are targeting, Border Sporting Goods has the perfect setup to make your next trip on the water a success. Borders also has baits in every size and style with a wide selection of tackle from Berkley, Strike King, Zoom, Z-Man, Bandit, and many more. Before hitting the water for your next fishing trip, stop by and stock up at Border Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
The Electric Plant Board of the City of Vanceburg has been serving the needs of the community since 1939 and is dedicated to maintaining reliable utility service for its customers. Their employees are active members of the community and take pride in serving their neighbors and friends. The Utility Board encourages their customers to use their convenient online bill pay or phone payment service located on the back of their bill. They remind everyone to call 811 before you dig, even for small jobs, to prevent hitting buried utility line. And they wish all the teams the best of luck this season.
At Papa John's, get an extra large New York style one-topping pizza for only $10.99. Hand stretch, mouth watering, get that ooey gooey cheese. 8 extra large slices, hold it and fold it. It's an extra large, bigger is better, more for your money New York style pizza. Better ingredients, better pizza, better get you some cheesy, saucy, tossy Papa John's. Get an extra large New York style one-topping pizza for only $10.99. Papa John's.
You know, financial security begins at home with home ownership. If you've been putting off looking for a home because you think you can't afford it, you owe it to yourself to check out Members Choice Credit Union. Members Choice Credit Union has programs for first-time home buyers and more to help put you in the home of your dreams. Call, click, or stop by Members Choice Credit Union today. That's Members Choice Credit Union, NMLS 411945, Equal Housing Lender. Other restrictions may apply.
Welcome back to the Joker Lawn Care broadcast table. Kent Robinson, James Collier making a trek from Huntington, doing some Marshall volleyball, and he'll be joining me in just a little bit as we get you ready for Greenup County and Raceland, just a few minutes away from this one. Well, last game of Greenup County played in a dogfight against Ashland this past Tuesday, losing to the Kittens when they had 10 kills total in that ball game. The Raceland Rams took care of Boyd County, but tonight it's a new night, and it's Raceland, and then it's Greenup County, and we bring in James Collier, who's basically been the voice of the Rams, and will do some stuff here tonight with me as well. And James, my first look at Raceland and Greenup, but you've been here quite a bit covering the Rams. How they been doing?
Well, it had been playing, honestly, down to the competition. They played against a Fairview team here last week and played awful. I talked with Katie Neltner and said they just it wasn't sharp. And there was one time in set one, she called a timeout and she said, get it together.
Right.
And at that point, they responded. Last night was probably one of the most complete games I've seen them play the entire time. They had a couple of chances to put it away early, and it was that maturation period of we got to learn how to win, okay? They were down 2-1 after going up 1-0, forced it into the fifth and deciding fifth set, and when they got into the fifth set, they dominated.
Yeah.
They started getting Allison Rigsby going big and early in that set at the net. The blocks got there. They kept Boyd County out of system. But the big thing was they got some swings from other players. Annie Bradshaw had 10 kills. That was huge because when you've been around volleyball as long as I have, it's one of those things when if you've only got one player at the net, the double block's coming there every time. When you've got players that can hit from the middle and the pins, you don't know where the block's coming. You can't send the double block every time. If you do, it's usually beat.
Right.
Raceland did a really good job in that game. That was a complete game that they had. Now, hat tip to Greenup County in their matchup as well. They pushed Ashland to the brinks and nearly had them beat, which would have been huge at that moment. This one is what I've called is which one of these two are going to have a letdown game. All of the emotions that was built up, Raceland obviously getting past Boyd County with Katie, Greenup trying to get past Ashland and the top team in the 16th region. Now can you keep that intensity up here tonight?
And it's always intense when Greenup and Raceland, whatever sport it is, they get together and they play the game of the sport, which it is. One more break to get in. When we come back, James and myself will get you rolling with this one. It's Greenup and it's Raceland on the Kool TV Sports Network.
Osman Pharmacy and Grill, located at 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg, Kentucky, offers fast and friendly service with a hometown feel. Check out their specialty items in person or order them online at osmanpharmacy.com. Osman Pharmacy and Grill also has daily dinner specials where you can dine in or get your order to go. Stop by or call Osman Pharmacy and Grill today. Osman Pharmacy and Grill, 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg.
Miller Insurance Agency began serving the insurance needs of Northeast Kentucky in 1967. Since then, the agency has prospered by providing valuable insurance protection to our community. As your independent insurance agent, we're not tied to one company. Rather, we compare different carriers, finding the best price. Call or stop by today to compare your coverages. Remember, your independent agent serves you first. Find us online at millerins.net or stop by Miller Insurance, 210 South Carroll Mullen Boulevard in Grayson. Check out Dyer's Big Sandy in Grayson for great prices on home appliances like washers and dryers, ranges and dishwashers. See our giant selection of living room suites, bedroom suites, recliners, mattresses, and electronics, including TVs and speakers. Visit our showroom at 506 Carroll Malone Boulevard in Grayson. You'll find the best prices and the best selection for every room of your home. And Dyer's has all the top brands in bedding: Tempur-Pedic, Purple, Stearns & Foster, Sealy, and Beauty Rest. Dyer's Big Sandy, 506 Carroll Malone Boulevard in Grayson.
Not only is State Senator Robin Webb proud to support and congratulate our youth in all their endeavors in and out of the classroom, but your State Senator Robin Webb is also proud to support and work for all the adults in her district. Robin Webb strives to put forth the best for youth and adults alike. Whether it's in Frankfort or here at home in her district, know that Robin Webb puts you first in all of her decisions she makes. State Senator Robin Webb strives harder every day to make Kentucky a better place to work, live, and have fun. When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others, should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around. The Greenup County Public Library system is the best. Read the latest bestsellers in large print, regular print, or audio CDs. You can also check out movies or place a hold on a book on our website or call one of the library locations to place a hold. There are community meeting rooms available by reservation at all locations for clubs and organizations. And be sure to check out the Jesse Stewart collection at the Greenup County branch. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family, because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations, or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more. Offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
We welcome you back to the Joker Lawn Care broadcast table. Kent Robinson, a good friend, James Collier, who just made a little trip from. You're just multitasking. You teach all day. I get here, you got everything set up for me. You do Marshall volleyball. Now you're here to do some high school.
Yeah. So
volleyball.
Todd came over here 6th period of my planning period, set things up for here.
I set my bag down.
Left after 7th period, drove to Marshall, did a game on ESPN for Marshall volleyball. Drove back here, and I'm gonna call this game with you.
Excellent. Got to visit with your wife. I don't get to see her much, and got to give a shout out to Finney.
I got to see him yesterday.
He is getting tall.
My boy. That's my boy.
Yeah. Felicia gave me the family update, and
it'll be cool tomorrow night. I'm going to get an opportunity again. I'll have both my sons working with me on the broadcast.
That'll be awesome.
We're going to have Raceland Hazard tomorrow night right here on Kool TV. We're going to have 6 cameras running in that game. If we can't get inside the huddle, I think it may be the only place we may not have a camera. Family affair.
That's great. I think that's awesome. I won't talk about the other matter with the car. We'll do sports now.
Yeah, that might make her mad.
So she was showing me pictures. Yeah. Well, our officials are going to be 2 good ones. How long has Charlie Baker been officiating volleyball?
Well, let me put it this way. Coach Charlie Baker coached me in high school basketball. I graduated in 95.
Then Kevin Hendrickson, I've seen him several times out at KCU.
We had him last Saturday.
Yeah, KCU, of course, was scheduled to play tomorrow night, but due to our football schedule, we weren't going to be there. But you can't make it out there. It's going to be senior day Saturday morning. They're going to play Brenau, Georgia. Talking to Coach Cassidy yesterday, still a work in progress. They're getting there. Just can't get over the hump. But tonight, it's Raceland and Greenup, and we were standing during the national anthem. Really good crowd for Greenup and Raceland.
Yeah, they're a good crowd here Tuesday night when Boyd County was in. Of course, you know you're going to have a good crowd here for Raceland. And the crowd's going to grow, too. Homecoming festivities going on over at Ram Stadium. So a lot of those people will settle in over here after we get rolling.
Greenup County got the first service of the match. And we'll get the point.
Sargent there on a joust at the net, puts it in for the point.
Addie Gordon serving right back. Good serve. Goes to the left with the kill. And I'm going to say Raceland, I think, was in the net.
No, they got a double touch on Raceland. So, no, excuse me. They pointed toward Raceland to say, what was the call? It's a double touch on Greenup County. That makes sense. Kevin pointed toward Raceland and pointed to double touch. So,
Peyton Mackey, she plays every sport, doesn't she?
Yes.
That's a good serve by Mackey. Middle hit, puts it down. And Raceland couldn't come up with it. Yeah, I remember she played, obviously, basketball, did several softball games with you, and now volleyball.
That was Peyton Powell there that had that big swing at the net. She has just blossomed to so much of what this team is. Leads the team with 206 kills on the year, averaging over 3 a contest, or 3 per set, I should say. She's also the block up front, 39 blocks on the season, 35 solo. So a total of, 74 blocks right out of the gate. So
right.
she and Rigsby are going to be a good matchup up front.
Dillo serve, gets the bump. Middle hit, net call.
And they'll get that one against Rigsby.
So Greenup early on right now with the lead. Dillo, a senior setter and defensive specialist for Coach Suttles. Net play. Raceland keeps the volley. High set, puts it down. Greenup, a little miscommunication maybe. Coming over was Hatfield. Kind of looked at her opposing player, and Raceland will get the ball back.
That was a nice job there by Peyton Mackey just to get that one up across the tape and fall in for the point on the far side.
Raceland with a service into the net.
That was something it did not do here Tuesday night. Served the ball very well. Not many service errors. That's something you don't want to do, especially in a big district matchup. These two are slated. They're going to play each other in the opening round of the 63rd District. That tournament will be held right here at Raceland.
From the top to key, a little dig, if you will. Power hit, puts it down. That was nice.
That's what I was going to say. That's what happens when you get Rigsby in system. A perfect set there from Haddix, and then she goes right down the pipe for the point.
Grayson Sporting Goods instant replay. It makes it 4-3 Greenup. Have to hustle for that one. The Lady Rams can't get it.
So Willis puts that one home for the point. Now Raceland's got an interesting conundrum now. They rotated back on the rotation. That put Rigsby on the service line. Now she's trapped on the back row for 2 more rotations. So now you've got a big size difference up front with Willis and Roy on the net.
2-hand dig. Middle hit. Nice set. And Raceland can't get that one. Defender was there. The defensive specialist just couldn't get it.
Willis got it down for her second kill of the match. Timeout, Raceland.
So Coach Nelter wants to talk about this. And again, you've covered him most of the year. Katie knows what she's doing. She's been around this game for so long out there at Boyd County. 6-3. What's the talk in the huddle right now?
Right now, you've got to get off of the game from Tuesday night. That game has come and gone. It was a very emotional win, obviously. First time Raceland had beaten Boyd County since 2017. By the way, Katie Neltler was the coach of that team in 2017. That was her first year in Boyd County. After taking over an 0-30 team, they went to 17-15 that season. There was a lot of emotion. The hype, the girls were up, the coaching staff was up. But now you can't let that be the pinnacle of your season. I talked with Katie after the game, and that's one of the things we talked about, is that cannot be your pinnacle. You've got another big district matchup here with Greenup, and again, it doesn't matter what happens in this matchup. The district set. Russell's the 1. Greenup Raceland's going to be the 2. It's just going to determine which side of which And they don't wear different colored jerseys. They wear the same jerseys no matter what. So it's just who's going to be the 2-3 and Lewis is the 4. So the crazy part of it is, again, in the 63rd, you're going to have one of the top teams in the region that's going to go home in the first round because of the way this district is set up.
So the Musketeers will serve the white jerseys this evening. Setter had to come a long way, back row hit. That's going to be close to the net. Back to her. Good hustle. And just too far. And there's too many hits, and the point will go the other way.
And that point started with the swing from Hicks there on the outside, and it had the double block there, and it got Greenup out of system. And again, you talked about the pass. The pass was off, and that's what you have to do. You've got to get them out of system to not allow them to get those big swings up front.
Haddock's deep serve. And she'll get another one.
Give her an ace on the season. One of the better servers on this team for Raceland. On the season, Cody Haddox with 30 aces, 185 for the Rams, 244 for Greenup.
Senior on the ball club, doing what a senior needs to do.
Willis with another one.
We were noticing again during the anthem, Grayson Sporting Goods instant replay, as we were standing. Does the height advantage favor Greenup at the net? Got to be in a little bit, maybe?
Yeah, a little bit. I don't know how much it does. I mean, Raceland jumps very well with the net. It's all about how the Greenup moves the ball to get those setups that they want.
Raceland had to go to low to tip over. Rams will keep it in play. Middle hit. And there's that height.
That's Dillo right down the pipe.
They don't list her size, but she's probably the tallest kid on the floor.
You put her and Powell side by side, and they're twin towers up front.
Deep, two hands. Setter coming a long way. Finally goes back in front of Coach Suttles, and it goes out of bounds. Just didn't really get the hands on the volleyball.
And that's a ball that probably needs to be let it try to go out or stay in. And Racy takes a gamble there in front of her bench and then couldn't play it forward.
8-6. Another deep serve. Just a little two-hand drop. And that one goes out.
Haddox had some trouble with that the other night, of some of those balls just trying to slap them across, and really struggled keeping them on the line, especially when she tried to go line. That's something that can't happen tonight. Those unforced errors, you got to clean those up.
Nice serve, sails out of bounds. Threw it up a little high. Substitution for the Musketeers.
So it brings Powell back up front. And now Brenna Wellman, one of the better servers on this team. She's been solid here lately.
Good dig. A little toss, if you will. Just a bump over to keep the volley going. And a middle hit. Again, a little height up there at the top of the key or the middle row there, and that's just power. You can't. That's hard to defend.
Well, and you look at there on the replay. Great, just a receive, a set, and right down. And that's what you want. That ball doesn't have to be high. It needs to be right at the tape so that player can get on top of it and drive it down. That's exactly what Peyton did.
Well, now 10-point lead. That goes deep. Greenup keeps it in. That was just a mishandle. Good set. There's a middle hit from Raceland.
And it was in system. That got Allison at the net, gave her an opportunity to go up and put one home. So a really good swing by her. But again, it's both teams. When you've seen them in system, big hitters up front have been able to pound the ball down.
That's what they've done. Mackey to service again. And it's a good one. Grayson Sporgid's instant replay.
And that's something that she's really come on as of late here. The way that she's been serving the ball, it just burns it across the top of the tape and has so much English on it.
That got over pretty quick, didn't it? Another serve. Setter has it. And it's into the net. Kind of looked like Savannah Zewald just kind of backed off on her back feet.
Yeah, and that's the thing is you're getting off balance off that pin, and they try to continue to kind of attack it from that point. You're off balance at that point. You just got to loft it across. And there's a lot of people say, you got to swing on it, you got to swing on it. Every time you swing on a ball when you're off balance, 90 times out of 10, it's going in the net.
Greenup to serve, up 2. Toss over and just dropped.
And that's just getting the ball in between two people and making them have to make a decision, and no communication on that one. And Rigsby picks up a very soft kill.
Raceland with another service. Setter, middle hit. That's working every time in the middle.
And Powell was there. That was Raceland did not get the double block there. It was just her against Rigsby as Haddix was a little bit late getting there. Actually didn't even try to rotate over, tried to drop. So it was just Powell and Rigsby, and she was able to fire it through enough for the point.
She didn't even bring her arm all the way to extension. She just came halfway and still buried it. Musketeers with the service. Greenup to set things up. Trying to go for the middle hit. Little drop ball. It'll be taken care of by Greenup. Back row hit. Close to the net, but they get it over, they being Greenup. And that one into the net.
And that was Cody trying to play it off with Mackey and never got enough. She was off that attack line just a little bit, and another unforced error into the net for the Rams.
Greenup up 3. First match of the night. And it will go off the hands of Greenup.
Jalen Hicks will put that one down for a point.
Trying to go for the two-hand volley and just went backwards. So the first match kind of tight right now with a 2-point lead. Coach Nelter bending over, talking to her players. Head to
lost the ball.
Find the volleyball.
It went all the way across and under the stands.
So we get our ball back. We obviously need that. And Rigsby, the sophomore, will serve.
Leads the team in aces. And again, this is something that kind of got her in trouble Tuesday night. She had a chance in sets 2 and 3 to serve the match out and served it into the net. So again, it's that maybe that nerves a little bit, just trying to execute when the game's big and on the line and stuff. It's something that this team's still trying to build through. But again, Raceland tonight, 2 service errors already in this first set.
The Lady Musketeers will get it back. The jump serve. See it a lot, high school and, of course, college. And a point as the diving defender couldn't do it. Sub for Greenup.
And that's Hicks up front playing middle now with Rigsby on the back row. And Hicks is a player that kind of got some playing time when Zewald went down earlier in the year with the knee injury and started playing a little bit of opposite. She doesn't play middle a lot, but she has played there. Now she'll move to the right side with Annie Bradshaw coming on.
Haddix with the jump serve. Good volley. The setter might have slipped. That's a good set.
Great ball to the near side as Mackey goes line on back row and drives it home for the kill.
Grayson Sporting Goods instant replay. That was a really good set. Right where it needed to be. There's that middle hit. A little drop right now, trying to keep Rams off guard. Simple dig over. Middle hit. Rams doing a good job with the volley. Middle hit, the block is there.
That was one where Bradshaw went a little too early and was coming down as the ball was just starting to come down and put that one into the face of the net. Raceland hitting at a .333 right now. Greenup County without an error on an attack yet.
Lucy Roy, the middle blocker sophomore with that one. That one will go out of bounds. Just like we did the KCU game last week, is just the little things Serves going out. Ball's into the net just like we just seen. As match number 1 rolls with a 16-14 Musketeer lead right now. Everybody ready? Middle serve. Drop ball and into the net.
Yeah, Mackey went underneath. Again, when you go toward the net, you cannot go into the net or part of your body land underneath the net on the other side.
And that's what she did.
Yeah, her foot totally across that line underneath the net.
Kevin Hendrickson, our top official. Charlie Baker on the floor. And that one just throwed to keep it in. See a lot of that. It doesn't matter as long as you get it over. High lob, simple toss. And another one. She hits it into the net. It looked like Cody wanted a tip.
Official saying no tip. See if we see it here on the replay. I don't know. Hard to tell from that angle, but either way, point for the Greenup County Musketeers.
They're up 4 in match 1. That one goes out. Amy Crum, a longtime trainer, runs down the volleyball on a timeout on the floor now, James, with Greenup up 19-14.
And you can't let 1 point turn into 4. And that's what Katie Neltner just said. You can't let one ball turn into 4.
Coach Suttles talking to her team, trying to keep the momentum going here. Right now they've got it in this first match. So we come to you from the Joker Lawn Care broadcast table. We switch from volleyball tonight to a slew of some football games tomorrow night, huh?
Yeah, 2 games on Kool TV tomorrow night. East Carter entertaining Bath, Raceland entertaining Hazard. And then 3 more games that'll be across the network as something that has been welcomed here in Raceland as a nice come-to-Jesus talk there from Katie Neltner. And the fans here enjoy it.
Yeah, didn't show it on the screen, but you could tell that it got some people's attention. She's still going at it.
One of the things she was talking to as well, the inability to get the serves down. That is something that drives her nuts. She says that box is 30 by 30. It's not that hard. Put it in the box.
Racing with the service. Ball comes over. Back row hit, something you don't see very often.
Now trying to fire that one back to Roy. Trying to get that back row hit and couldn't make the connection, though.
It's Brenda Wellman, the junior. As you said, a very good athlete and pretty good volleyball player. Good serve. Middle hit and a kill from Greenup.
Peyton Powell, you give her that ball on the net, and it's going down just about every single time. That was a perfect set as right in the middle, single block, Rigsby jumps, and Roy Powell just absolutely destroys that ball.
You saw it on a replay how she got in position to get to the ball. Drop ball. Greenup's there on the D. That's tight at the net. That's trouble.
And that was a bad pass there by Haddix trying to push it to the outside.
Biggest lead now for Greenup. (21-15), match 1. I'm not sure what happened there.
Bad pass to the front row. Mackey just tried to punch it across and lost it on the near sideline.
Didn't really have a good handle on it.
She was just trying to do something. That was a ball that was headed out of bounds. It wasn't really on her. It was just her making an effort to try to play it over.
Right. Wellman from the back. There's that middle hit. Toss. Rachel was looking for the kill. Didn't get it. And that one goes out.
That's an error that Mackey has been trying to work down of not off of that right side of going too far out of bounds, and it's something she's kind of been in between. It's either been hot or cold.
23-15. From the right side, that one goes in the net.
So that was Kaylee Braden, former member of Raceland. Made the transfer down to Greenup this season.
Make it 23-16.
What a dig by Wellman out of the back row.
Kept her focused to looking at the ball. Goes back to the middle, hit. Nailed it. That's working for GCHS.
And again, I like the fact that it didn't go down the first time, but Gordon feeds it right back to her the second time. But again, you give the hat tip there to Wellman off the dig in the back row, off that big swing, and then you still get it played up, and then you feed it right back to her again, and you go to it. Right now, Greenup with 10 kills in the match. Powell has 4. Willis with 3. Roy with 2.
Game point here for Greenup.
That's an ace.
And they will get it.
And Katie Neltner's beside herself looking at him in the back row.
So the first match will go to Greenup as you look on the Grayson Sporting Goods instant replay. And the first match goes to Greenup 25-16. Back with game 2 set to in a moment on the Kool TV Sports Network.
Fall fishing season is just around the corner, and Border Sporting Goods is your fishing headquarters for rods and reels from G. Loomis, St. Croix, Fenwick, Lewes, Shimano, Daiwa, and Abu Garcia. No matter what species of fish you are targeting, Border Sporting Goods has the perfect setup to make your next trip on the water a success. Borders also has baits in every size and style with a wide selection of tackle from Berkley, Strike King, Zoom, Z-Man, Bandit, and many more. Before hitting the water for your next fishing trip, stop by and stock up at Border Sporting Goods, US 60 West in Ashland.
The Electric Plant Board of the City of Vanceburg has been serving the needs of the community since 1939 and is dedicated to maintaining reliable utility service for its customers. Their employees are active members of the community and take pride in serving their neighbors and friends. The Utility Board encourages their customers to use their convenient online bill pay or phone payment service located on the back of their bill. They remind everyone to call 811 before you dig, even for small jobs, to prevent hitting buried utility line. And they wish all the teams the best of luck this season.
At Papa John's, get an extra large New York style one-topping pizza for only $10.99. Hand stretch, mouth watering, get that ooey gooey cheese. 8 extra large slices, hold it and fold it. It's an extra large, bigger is better, more for your money New York style pizza. Better ingredients, better pizza, better get you some cheesy, saucy, tossy Papa John's. Get an extra large New York style one-topping pizza for only $10.99. Papa John's.
You know, financial security begins at home with home ownership. If you've been putting off looking for a home because you think you can't afford it, you owe it to yourself to check out Members Choice Credit Union. Members Choice Credit Union has programs for first-time home buyers and more to help put you in the home of your dreams. Call, click, or stop by Members Choice Credit Union today. That's Members Choice Credit Union, NMLS 411945, Equal Housing Lender. Other restrictions may apply.
Welcome back to the Joker Lawn Care broadcast table. It's Kent Robinson, James Collier. Producing tonight, Jacob Hankins, and on the camera tonight, Felicia Collier. And James talking on the break, Raceland just couldn't really bounce back from the deficit, and this is the first time I've seen him. You've seen him quite a bit, but they kind of seemed off kilter in game 1.
Not in system at all. And, again, it's any team you talk about. I just finished up with Marshall just a little bit ago, and it was a really tight game. They lost 27-25 in set 1 and then lost big in the next 2 sets. And I talked with their head coach, and I said, Coach, they kept you out of system all the second set and third set. She said, it's a difference in the game. Mm-hmm. And that's a difference in the game right there. Rigsby never got going. You got – on the other side, Greenup got going, and when you get the ball in the middle with Peyton Powell, it's going down. Yeah. And even when it got dug on the back row, Greenup got it up, put it right back in the middle. She puts it down again, and that's what you're going to see when you've got a big hitter up front. And right now, Greenup feels confident up front. Raceland did not look confident up front. It's got to shake that off and come back here in set 2. Again, you remember when this game played down in Greenup? It went to 5.
Yeah,
it was back and forth. So this one has a lot of momentum to it. Again, the last thing you want to do is fall behind in a best-of-5 match, 2-0.
Coach Allison Suttles, I would think, would go with what got you in the first victory, using the bigs in the middle, and they got some definitely good kills in that first match as Greenup County from Lloyd. Very small trip tonight, 25-16. Match 2 underway. Point, Raceland.
That's a good start there with the service ace. So they started with Brenna back on the service line to open things up. Again, Brenna's been one of the better servers here over this last couple of weeks. Just really does a good job. She can float it. She can drive it deep as well.
Goes to the middle. There's that power hit. They keep it in play. There's a middle hit from the Rams.
And that's what you've got to do. You've got to get Rigsby going. Especially when you only have a single block coming. If there's not a double block there, you've got to give your big an opportunity on a single block every time. I don't care which side it's on.
Wellman to serve. Deep. Middle throw, I guess you could call it.
A great read there by Cody, just tossing that one to the back corner. As Powell jumped just a little bit early and didn't get a lot on that, allowed Raceland to dig it at the net, and then Cody reading that corner in the back and just shoving it back there for the point.
She saw Dillo playing shallow, put it deep where she was not. She gets the dig right there.
Give the point.
Greenup wasn't real sure, were they?
Yeah, McCalvin as the block hit it out of bounds.
Greenup with a deep serve. Simple volley over. Right side, block.
So that'll go down for Kaylee Braden. No, excuse me, that's Haley Dillo, my mistake.
Addie Gordon, the junior, will serve. It's a good one, but Raceland kept it going. That about took out Coach Nelter. So the Rams will get it back. Or will they?
I don't know what the confusion was there. That thing was out twice today and 3 times on Sunday.
Raceland to serve.
I got a laugh out of Katie.
Yeah, she needs to after the first match. There's an ace.
That was in the old marriage circle, the circle of no communication.
Greenup just not really settled right there.
Just settled it right between.
That's a good serve.
Yeah, the 2 back row. Had your libero and your middle on the back row, and neither was talking.
Drop ball, net. Goes to Raceland. Greenup was in the net.
A nice tip right there. Now they're going to get a net on.
They changed it.
I believe they got the net violation on Greenup. He just pointed and pointed toward Greenup. Okay, well, either way, so the point goes to.
Now they're going to confer.
When he pointed into the net, he pointed the direction of Greenup. Now, he just may have used the wrong hand, but the hand that he pointed toward was the net to Greenup side. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. So the Rams now getting some consecutive serves to fall, up 6-2 in this match 2.
And we got Greenup out of rotation on the service.
Coach Suttles is going to burn a timeout as she's seeing Raceland James run off some consecutive points, down 7-2 right now against Raceland.
This is where you have to put your proverbial foot on the throat. You've got a chance to claw back in this when you've opened up a 5-point lead. Now, you don't want to come out of this timeout flat. That's the big thing. Now the question is what can you do coming out of this set, or this time out, I'm sorry, in this set to keep things going? Raceland's done a really good job of not allowing Greenup to get in system. Powell's not had that big ball that's just been, a lolly ball up there at the net that she's been able to go up and pound down. You can't allow her to get going again.
You see Coach Nelter talking to her squad with a grin that we really didn't see in the first match, but when you're up 7-2, that's going to make you smile.
Well, it's again, you feel like, okay, maybe you played your bad set, you got things out of the way, shook some nerves off, shook off a little bit of the game from Tuesday night. Now you've got to settle in a lock-in here on your home court. Again, you're going to play this team again in about 2.5 weeks.
Yeah.
You're going to play this team in the opening round of the 63rd District Tournament. That tournament will be right here. Russell will be the one. They're 5-1. Greenup and Raceland have both lost twice in district. So Greenup taking the loss to Raceland, lost their second match with Russell. So that puts Russell with the only team with one loss. So that clinches him with the one. Lewis County is winless in district. So that puts Russell's the one. Raceland, Greenup will be the 2-3, and then Lewis will be the 4.
Is it good to play a team knowing that you're going to play them in a tournament in just a couple of weeks to see what they're doing?
It's
It's
crazy.
2 weeks away.
Well, and it's one of those things, too, you talk about is like, do you really want to show anything in this match? Do you just kind of want to play it as close to the chest? Maybe don't look at a different rotation. Again, at the same time, you want to feel like that you're the most powerful of the two that's in the matchup. And again, on the other side of it, too, this is a rivalry matchup.
Yeah, you want to win.
This means a lot for the name across the chest for both schools.
Sure. And as you mentioned, district 2.5 weeks away. That's hard to believe. Toss to the back.
Could have been a 2-ball right there on Greenup.
That's what I was thinking. Set. That goes deep. That probably would have went out. Wellman kept it in.
You see neither team here in system being able to get a swing. Big block there by Rigsby.
Wellman from the free throw line. Middle hit. Puts it down with the dig.
Nice job by Gordon on the far sideline. Great rally here.
Drop ball. It works.
And Rigsby that time taking the read. She looks up and sees Powell in front of her, and that time just uses that height advantage to go up and just tip over top and find that soft spot in the defense.
Rams' biggest lead, 8-2.
Laura McCalvin coming on. She'll go to the middle, replacing Riley Dillo.
He does a nice job to keep it in play. Another drop ball. Point Raceland. They're rolling this match.
That was Cody just finding another soft spot there on that ball that flips across. So 9-2 Raceland. And you got to keep going here. I just heard somebody from Greenup say, wake up. And it's quickly how the tides have changed with just Raceland getting in system and keeping Greenup out of system.
But Greenup needs to stop right now. This one's going to get away from them. There it is.
Nice job there by Peyton, finding that soft spot down the back corner there and shoving it.
Greenup stomps the offensive momentum from the Rams, gets it back.
Riley Dillo back in. She'll go to the service line as McCalvin comes off.
Wellman staying busy back there in the back row.
She does a really good job on the serve receive.
From the right, Mackey can't get a good read on it.
A big swing there from Haley Dillo.
Spin the old volleyball and close to hitting the net. That was a good serve. That thing barely made it over. From the right side, puts it down for the kill.
Bailey Willis.
The outside hitter, just a sophomore.
A little 3-0 spurt here by the Musketeers.
Nice kill in the Grayson Sporting Goods instant replay.
This is where you got to find defensively, find a side out opportunity.
County again with Wellman.
See right there, a bad pass coming up front. Greenup was out of system. Raceland couldn't get in system.
Drop ball, it works.
And that's Rigsby understanding the block right in front of her. Use that height advantage to reach over top and drop that little softball in between. In a game of volleyball, it's not how hard you swing, it's understanding how to swing at the right possible time.
Just putting it where they're not. Service for the Rams. That one goes deep.
And Allison got on top of that one, or didn't get on top of it, excuse me, got under it and drove it out of the back of the court there.
Wellman's so calm, and you've seen her a lot more than I have. That two-hand volley, it's it's smooth,
Serve
man.
receive with her is so solid and smooth.
Is so smooth.
And again, you taken in a position of softball, starting shortstop. She's used to seeing those balls ripped at her. I mean, that's common nature for her. So
she's had several ripped at her, and she does a great job on the field.
Bentley Rogers, another player joining Raceland this year, coming over from Ashland, has done a really good job in that back row as well, working as the libero.
Yeah, I bragged on her too much.
So Powell picks up the ace as Greenup cuts it to 3. That's their second ace of the match. Raceland with 4.
If you're just tuning in, Greenup took the first match 25-16. Service with the high lob, deep, way deep. A lot on that one.
That was something Raceland struggled a little bit with the game against Fairview here last week. It was like after it came back from the All-A-State tournament, it was like they were playing on 50-foot courts. All the service is so deep. I mean, they were hitting them past the end zone line of the basketball court.
Middle hit, puts it down, right back to her. Middle hit for the Rams. There's the block with the height. Into the net.
Good job there by Annie Bradshaw to attack the block and force Lucy Roy to have to block it and then force it back up.
That one goes out. Quite a few deep serves, James, going out of bounds for both teams.
Tonight, Rigsby, 2 service errors. Raceland, as a team, has 4 aces in the match as well.
Throw over with the point.
And that's Cody just looking across, finding line opposite side, and just gets a reaction strike and sides out to give the ball back to Raceland. So she'll go to the service line. Cody's did a little bit of a change with her service, too. Used to have a running service, has kind of now just almost an overhand service, but not so much as a run and jump. And as soon as I say that, she does it.
Rams have led the whole way in this one so far. That just mishit there. Trying to throw it over and went right into the net. And Raceland up now 14-8, match 2. Good serve. From the back row. Raceland with the volley. That one goes into the net.
Bradshaw had an opportunity there to just poke it across, and a little bit off balance on the pass for Mackey up front and couldn't finish. So now Maria Moraci to the service line.
Calvin comes in as a freshman for Greenup.
Moraci picks up an ace.
Hicks mishandles that one. Greenup now all of a sudden just down 4.
Trailed by 7 at 1 point, 9-2.
Middle hit. And to go to low for the dig. Little toss over. To the right.
They get a tip on that one on the back row, and they'll give that one to Mackey on the kill.
Much to the chagrin of some of the Greenup faithful below us. We're up top. They're below us, obviously. Now to give Rams the lead, or excuse me, the point, a 5-point lead. All of a sudden now, the bigs, James, in game 1 was hitting it over the net. Now in game 2, they're hitting it into the net.
Roy probably needed to go with the left hand there. She tried to go with the swing, and the ball was off the net a little bit. Greenup not getting in system, being able to get good passes to the net to give their attackers clean shots at the net to go down for that kill.
Nice dig from the defense. Just a simple throw over. And there's a point.
Sargent had that ball. I believe it was a little bit tipped. It was the reason that Raceland was late getting to where it was going. But either way, it finds its way down, side out Greenup.
Coach Nelter getting on her team after that point from Greenup. 16-11. Greenup with the volley. It's going to be a mishandle.
Yeah, double hit.
Raceland gets it back.
I was talking with somebody the other night. I said, there's some matches you could – it's almost like football and holding.
Mm-hmm.
You could almost call a double ball in every play.
Yeah. Wellman's going to go back. Right-handed serve. Sarah had to come a long way. Racing with the volley, middle hit. And Raceland gets the block at the net.
That was Rigsby on a big block up front.
High lob. That was a good set. Good volley between the two teams right here. And a carry.
Get a double hit there on Zewald.
So Greenup will get it back. Down 17-12 here in game 2. That's deep, and that'll be a point for Greenup.
Just a bad receive there by Bentley Rogers.
Quick serve from Greenup. Ooh, good kill.
Perfect set from Mackey.
Man.
That allows Rigsby to go up and go line from the middle.
Pretty good kill right
That's just
there.
out jumping Powell there. Is again, when you look and you see you've got the single block in front of you, you've got to try to put that one down with a force, and she did exactly that.
Mackey to serve. Volley over. Net play. Raceland keeps it going.
Zewald with a nice read off the far side.
Raceland trying to keep this one going as Mackey goes back to serve.
Really good job on the near side here when Cody and Allison got in the net, had to pick that ball up, and then Mackey was able to push it off to Zewald on the far side.
Another serve from Mackey. Middle hit. Oh, drop ball. And it dropped. Green nowhere to be found defensively.
Greenup will burn another timeout. Is again the biggest difference between this set and set 1. Greenup has been out of system the entire set.
And that's what Raceland was in game 1, as you mentioned.
Yeah, and it sounds like it's so simple in the game of volleyball. And anybody that's been around the game, you've been around it as long as you understand. If you want the ball to go to your hitters, it has to be a good pass for the back row. It has to come to the setter, and the setter has to put it where they want it. And as simple as that is, it's like playing the game of golf. Put the ball on a tee, hit it in the hole. You get 4 strokes to hit it in the hole, and yet we find a way to hit 8, 9, and 10 times.
Sometimes 10 or 11.
Sometimes 10 or
depending
11.
who you are.
And it's the same way in the game of volleyball. When you have a volleyball team that is in system, it is fluid motion, and it's pretty to watch. You love watching system volleyball. But when it's not, you get players that's off balance, you get bad hits, you get misreads, you get not bad receives. And then what happens is that every time you get a ball on the net, that hitter's trying to push because they're like, okay, I got to get this one down. I've got to get this one down. And then you kind of maybe push a little bit too much, and then you hit a ball out of the back row or you hit a ball off the wide side. So that's something that you got to think about. Is just as simple as it sounds. It's see it, hit it, put it down. Play a system, and good things happen, and that's the difference between set 1 and 2. Greenup did a great job staying in system in the first set.
And it's really a simple game, like you said about golf. All you need is a point. Doesn't matter if you do a drop ball, a kill. You get it in between the white lines. That's all you need to get the point.
Yeah. Put it in that 30 by 30 box on the other side of your net, and you get the point the same as if you hit it 100 miles an hour to the ground.
Exactly. That one sails out. Greenup County.
5th service error tonight for the Rams. And that's just free points you're giving away.
Substitution for Greenup. And the Musketeers now down 20-14. Riley Dillo will go back to service. Middle hit. Dillo cannot hang on. Point Raceland.
Who got the kill there? I did not see. Was that Rigsby again?
Rigsby.
Thank you.
She's been on it in this game, too. Zewald into the net.
And that's just something that can't happen. You've got to put the ball in play to close an opponent out.
It's 21-15. Greenup with the high lob serve. That's trouble.
Another service ace. As Powell puts that one down and picks up the 5th ace of the match for this Greenup County team. We talked about this coming in. 244 aces this season in the 19 games that they've played. Powell leads the team with 56. So down 5 in the latter part of the contest. This is where you want your best server on the line.
That one goes deep. Back row hit. That was volleyed out of bounds. There's a hit from Greenup and the kill from the left.
And that was Willis calling for it from the near side. As soon as that ball went up front to the server, her hand went up on the outside on the opposite and said, send it here. And she sent it straight down.
Yeah, that's a good placement.
That is in system. And it's quick. Again, how quickly it changes. You get a good receive on the back row, a good pass to your setter. Your setter puts it where your outside wants it and drives it home.
So another timeout on the floor. Didn't see who called it.
That was Raceland burned that one.
So Coach Nelter will take a timeout. And, you look at the scoreboard, JC, Greenup's hanging around here. They're only down 4.
Yeah, and you look at it, you've given away 2 points in this last little spurt here. This could easily be 23-17. It's 21-17 off of 2 service errors. Both of those balls hit in the net. And, again, it's the old adage of going back to a putt. You hit an 8-foot putt, and you hit it 7 feet, it never has a chance of going in. You don't hit the ball over the net, you have no chance of ever getting a point. The other team has to do nothing.
Yeah. So Raceland and Coach Nelter talking. You see on your screens, we come to you from the Joker Lawn Care broadcast table. Coach Allison Suttles trying to encourage her kids.
She was a member at Marshall back in the early 2010s and 20-teens, I should say, excuse me. Played under head coach Mitch Jacobs.
Greenup with the service. Just a simple throw over. High lob. The back row, middle hit. Nope, little toss. Whatever works. There's that hit again. And a block out of bounds on Greenup.
Really good job there by Hicks. And I like the fact that Haddix didn't come back to the middle on that one. I think a ball that Rigsby has to try to put down there. She didn't. Goes to the outside, gets Hicks there, hits in the block, it goes out of bounds. Really good idea to move the ball. And that's what a good setter does. You move the ball to move the block.
Allison Rigsby will service.
I'm going to clip the tape, I think, just barely on the edge.
That one goes out.
They're going to get a tip.
Oh, they got a tip.
Yeah, they got a tip against Greenup.
Or
Raceland, excuse me.
So that one's on me. And Greenup County now, we'll give the point to them, down 22-18. Greenup fans getting fired up. And Coach Suttles can't believe it.
They got Greenup into the net.
And the Rams now will get a point. No hesitation on that call from the top official either. Good call?
Yeah,
Yep.
I think so. You could see it as soon as she got up, her side got into the net. Good job by Greenup playing that one up.
From the right, the toss. Power hit. Middle hit. And that wasn't really a hard hit up front, just whatever it took on the Grayson Sporting Goods instant replay.
Yeah, Lucy Roy got it enough to get it across. Kind of was off balance a little bit, maybe jumped a tid early. But this is a big situation when you're Greenup because you know you have to play this point down. You miss this point, it's a set point.
Yeah.
And then you end up putting it 1-1, and then it's a race to 3.
Service. Good dig. Toss over for Greenup.
Greenup has to attack that ball more at the net. It allowed Greenup to go get the ball rather than trying to block that ball on a ball floating at the net.
Now just down 3. It's close to a carry. Middle hit again. A good defense by the Rams. Middle hit. Good volley in this one. That one sails out. And she knew it when she hit it.
Yeah, that was Roy trying to go line. Had a great idea there. I like the play there of going right side there, but just bent it out of bounds, and now it's set point for the Rams.
In the back row, a simple dig over.
I guarantee you hang on. They're gonna get the official. I guarantee you we're gonna thumbs up here. They're gonna replay this one.
Charlie Baker, the floor official. Kevin Hendrickson on top.
They're gonna bring the line official in as well. So she's saying it caught the antenna. Again, the antennas are not in play. The ball touches the antenna, that is out of bounds.
And this was match point for Raceland.
Nope, we'll give the point to Greenup.
(24-21). Simple throw over from the setter. They almost went underneath the net. Middle hit went up for the kill, and simple back off.
What a block there on the net by Peyton Powell as they tried to go with the slide attack, coming out of the back door there to Mackey, and it was turned away.
Yeah, she got her fired up. Quick service from Greenup. Only down 2. That's a major kill right there. And that'll do it for the second match tonight, as the Rams will take that one. We'll take a break in a moment, come back, get you set for match 3, as we're even now from the Joker Lawn Care broadcast table. We're back in a moment on the Kool TV Sports Network.
Hello, everyone. I am Rick Clark. Let me introduce you to Carlisle, Annabelle, and Zach.
And as you can tell by these commercials, this family has a lot of fun.
We have a great team here at Clark's.
And we would love for you to join our family.
Whether you're a young person looking for your first job, someone who's looking for extra work, or maybe you're ready to start a career at a growing company, we want to talk to you. To find out more and start the process, go to myclarkspns.com.
Clark's Pub and Shop.
Return.
Refresh.
Refuel.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations, and they carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at WorkReadyKentucky.com.
At Preston Family Funeral Home, we understand how making decisions during the loss of a loved one can be most difficult. You can help relieve this burden on your family with pre-planning at Preston Family Funeral Home. It's safe, secure, and simple. You can transfer your existing plan from any other funeral home to Preston Family Funeral Home by simply calling 606-325-4946. Preston Family Funeral Home. Our family serving yours because we care.
Welcome back to the Joker Lawn Care broadcast table. Kent Robinson, James Collier, Jacob, and Felicia. Well, Mr. Collier, first game, Greenup County kind of had their way 25-16, but a little tighter outcome in match 2, but the Rams squeaked it out by 3.
Yeah, again, it opened up a nice lead. Every time that Greenup made a run, Raceland had an answer. Kind of the same thing there at the end. The big reason that Greenup kind of got things going there toward the end, they got back in system. And they get Peyton Powell going up at the net. And you even said it. There was one time that she put a block down, and it kind of electrified her. And that's one of the things she brings to the net. I'd say 6 foot easy, maybe 6'1". She controls the net when she gets an opportunity. And again, when you've got someone like her that, you put those arms out and you're well over 7 feet with the wingspan and stuff, you can do a lot of things up in the net with a single block with her, and it allows everybody else to kind of play behind. But it's been fun watching her and Rigsby kind of nip and tuck at each other this evening so far. Looking at unofficial stats, Rigsby has 9 kills, Powell with 5, Willis leads Greenup with 6. 5 aces for the Musketeers, 3 service errors, 4 aces for Raceland, 6 service errors. Raceland hitting at a 312, Greenup at a 538.
And when a player does that for a Greenup or a Raceland, you see a good dig or you see a service error or the power hit. I think your other players play well off that.
Oh, absolutely.
It's not only does the player who did that get fired up, but that fires up your other teammate.
And sometimes I think in the game of volleyball, I think a big block is more motivating than a big kill. Now I will say this when you get one that you just see the ball go up, it's right at the tape, and that player just fires a dart down. That's a big swing. But that big block, especially when you get a block at the net and you know that you are one-on-one with that person and you won that battle, of course, that's something that's huge, and it's a motivational piece all the way through.
So 25-16, Greenup took the first one. Rams take the second one 25-22. Match 3 underway from the Palace. Middle hit. Nice block at the net. Wellman going deep.
Smart move there by Mackey. Had to be careful playing that ball out of bounds.
It's a simple bump there. Middle hit.
Nice dig by Moracy off the back row.
Wellman to set the offense. Drop ball.
And that's just, that little tip right there. You see the big block of Peyton Powell coming, and instead of trying to hit through it, just tip it right over top of her. You've got a space behind her where everybody's setting up looking for that big swing.
It was like you said earlier, put it in the 30-30. Doesn't matter where it drops. From the right side, and go in.
Yeah, that was a nice play on that back row there by Dillo.
Coach Neltner, you can kind of see it there on the screen off to the left a little bit. Getting the defense set. We're tied at 1. And that dig was out of bounds. That one will sail out. We've seen a lot of deep hits tonight, haven't we?
Yeah, just that one, just a little bit too deep.
2-1. Into the net. The Rams will service.
Z-Wall's going to pick up an ace.
Yeah, the Greenup player looked like she was going to hold off there for a minute, seeing it was on its way out of bounds.
That's what you get when you get a ball on the line like that.
Kind of keeps you on your toes. Good dig. Little toss over. As Raceland can't hang on from the back row.
Nice job by Bailey Willis there, just firing it across court and getting the point.
Tied at 3. We're even at 1 in the matches. Raceland's got to win, so does Greenup. High lob serve. And we'll get a carry on the set.
As soon as Cody pushed that one up and heard the whistle coming, she knew what she had done.
So she'll go back to her spot on the floor.
You get that double touch.
Kind of went off her shoulder there a little bit. Close to the net, and that'll go in.
That's just a ball that Willis just grabs a hold of and kind of slings across the net.
Wherever it works. Greenup to serve, up 2. With that high lob, and it's a service right off Wellman. Grayson's Sporting Goods instant replay. That was a good serve.
Yeah, Powell with another ace in the match. That's her third 6 tonight for the Musketeers.
Did you see the grimace on Wellman? She knew. And there's another one.
And that's just 2 players being in the wrong spot, because you had 2 players standing in the same spot, and Powell did a great job and served right at both of them.
Greenup up 7-3. She's got a good serve.
Yes, she does.
Right side. Throw over. Close to the net, and that'll be a point against Greenup.
Raceland's got to get a timeout here.
Coach Nelter looks at Coach Baker and says, I need a timeout. As the Rams find themselves down now 8-3, and those are some just pretty good serves from Greenup County right now.
Yeah, and it's Greenup controlling the tempo from the service line. It's not allowing Raceland to get a good serve up front. You're not allowing to get anybody in system. Every ball that you're hitting, you're just floating it across because you can't get a good pass up to your setter to get a good going with your swing. And Greenup has been able to score some points on the service line. So right here is a point. I mean, this is dire straits right now. You don't want to fall behind 2-1 in the match. And right now you're down 5. You've got to find a way to side out in this thing and keep it within reach.
And Coach Nelter, you've been around a lot longer than I have, just trying to cool the jets a little bit, saying, hey, this is still doable, but on the other side of things, Greenup County puts 2 or 3 more together, that's going to be tough to come back.
She could feel the sense kind of the same as I did there when I said, you got to get a timeout at this point. It's you understand the complexity of the game. You don't, it's a runaway train. You've got to slow things down to try to get it back on the track and gain control. And Raceland right now, it looks discombobulated in the back row. There's no communication. We saw the serves going right at Mackey and Wellman, and 2 of those went down for aces.
And that goes into the net. Timeout works. Raceland gets it back.
There's nothing more deflating than coming out of a timeout and a service error.
Yeah. Rigsby will serve. Setter wasn't ready. she just wasn't in the spot. Correct. Like she was thinking somebody else was going to get it.
And that was a nice serve on the near line by Rigsby.
Sitter comes a long way, and that's deep.
Yeah, that was right on the line.
Yep, that's a good call by the official back there. Grayson Sporting Goods instant replay.
And that's one of those balls that you kind of like, okay, I'm going to take a risk and let this one, I think it's deep, and it just goes right on the line. And it's an easy call. I mean, Katie Neltner standing right there looking at it. She knew it was in.
Green with the service.
And a bad pass out of the back row there by Braden.
Yeah, just not a good handle on it. Haddock's back to serve. Puts it down, and that's a kill.
Big swing by Lucy Roy. We've got Roy on the night with 5 kills. Willis leads the way with 8.
Long extensions from the right arm from the height of Greenup County. And they're up 10-6, game 3. That one goes out. A coach hates to see that, those service errors when you're up like that.
Service errors.
Not a big lead, but service errors just really get you in the game. It's a free point. To the middle, the block was there. Good kill.
Bradshaw with a big swing and a block. And then Bradshaw gets the block again.
The player hits the deck.
And he had a really good game against Boyd County the other night. Had 10 kills. Her and Rigsby both in double digits. And she really got things going in that 4th set and gave Raceland another big arm at the net that allowed them to get across the finish line with a victory.
Good block at the net. And this one will go deep. And that one will drop.
Bradshaw, really nice point there. Coming near side on the line instead of going down the middle. Had everybody push that direction. Was set up for a middle going down the pipe and just takes what's there, and it's down to 1.
Timeout must have worked. Right side. Drop ball. Defense is there. High lob. Good volley. Tip.
Zewald got that one through the block attempt, and we're even at 10. And Allie Suttles will burn a timeout.
Well, she's seen her, not a big lead that she has, but the lead she has is now gone, and we're tied at 10 here from the Joker Lawn Care broadcast booth. As you mentioned, Greenup County taking a timeout. Again, these two teams, 2.5 weeks away from district play, these two teams are going to play each other in the district tournament in just a few weeks. But basically, right now, bragging rights victory for this one.
Well, absolutely. I mean, again, you want to go into the district tournament knowing that you lost both games to your opponent that you're going to play in the districts in a winner-go-home game. Or do you also run into a situation you always talk about, it's hard to beat somebody 3 times in one season. That's the situation. Raceland wins here tonight, and it's got to beat Greenup again.
Mm-hmm.
But this close to the end of the year, you want to be playing your best volleyball. And this, like I said, there's a lot of emotion coming off of both of those games. Even though Raceland won it, Greenup County lost it, there was a lot of highs for both of those programs. Now can you carry that on through?
Mm-hmm.
The disappointment for Greenup of being so close and knocking off Ashland and coming up short 3-2. Raceland getting over the hump and knocking off Boyd County. Now not collapsing and saying, okay, that's our season right there. We beat Boyd County.
Mm-hmm.
You can't let that happen, and that's where you see the maturation of two teams that have really grown. You've seen Greenup County grow over the last couple of years as well.
So after the timeout, we're tied at 10. And a nice bust from Raceland, and they take the lead.
That's a 5-0 run by the Rams.
Well, Greenup County had that nice lead. Coach Nelter took the timeout, and now all of a sudden Raceland with the lead. We're even at 1 in the games. And that's just a miss hit. Not what the doctor ordered from Lloyd.
Raceland pushes this one out to 15-10. You'll see another timeout come from Greenup, I would imagine.
From the middle.
And that's Cammie Gillum. Yeah, off the tip.
If your coach settles across the way, you're thinking, what just happened?
That's an 8-0 run.
We were up. That's not going to make it. And she just took a timeout, James.
Yeah, 9-0 run. You get it to 15, you got to burn a timeout to slow this thing down.
The Mo right now for the Rams.
Smart move there by Mackey. She had drawn everybody looking for that cross court off the pin and immediately saw it over there, pulls it off. There's your 15. That's a 10-0 run. Timeout Greenup.
Again, just trying to stop the momentum. Coach Suttles just took the timeout. And if you're Coach Nelter, you got to like the way your team being down, not by a bunch, but enough to call that timeout. Now you find yourself up by 5 on your home floor.
Well, what's happening is it's starting from the service line. Raceland has got a great service going in this rotation in which it's not allowing Greenup to get a good pass up front, keeping the setter out of position, not allowing those big hitters to get going. And that's the difference in the way this game plays. It's like I said, it's a light switch. Things can happen so quick that it can flip in a moment's notice.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got to continue to build on the momentum that you've built and push forward.
So back-to-back timeouts from Greenup as Coach Suttles has seen the run from Raceland to get the lead now for the Rams at 15-10. This is game 3. And this is whoever wins is big because you go up to the next match up 2-1.
Yeah. Next, whoever wins this one forces the opposition to have to win the next 2.
Service for the Rams. Deep.
Service error number 7 on the night for the Rams.
Raceland will get it back. Excuse me, Greenup gets it back after the out there by Raceland.
You just trade service errors. And here's the thing you're with Greenup. You got no timeouts. So if this thing gets rolling and keeps rolling, you can't slow it down. You've got to do it on the floor.
Wellman with a nice serve. Ooh.
Nice job there by Greenup just to flip that ball up. And Cammie Gillum tried to pick it out of the net as she went over with it and got caught in the net.
Mm-hmm. So Greenup, I mean, it's doable. You're only down 4.
Oh, his game's within reach.
But you got to get the points when you've got the ball.
In a game in this magnitude right now, you're racing to 18, then to 21.
Greenup doing a good job to keep it in. Just going for the easy touches.
That's a nice attack there to the back row by Peyton Powell.
It's a good hit. Just like that, a 3-point lead. Two players going after the ball, but only one. Right side hit. Wellman with the dig. Ooh. Raceland wanted to throw.
That was a throw. She grabbed that, and we'll look at it on the replay. She grabbed that one and threw it down. Yeah, that's both hands on the ball downward.
2-point game. Greenup keeps it going. Right side. And we're into the net.
No, caught the antenna.
Antenna, excuse me. You got kind of a better view since.
Yeah, I got the angle too.
Yeah.
I hate being straight on because you can't see because of the official the way they stand where the chair officials on the near side here.
Greenup with a nice block.
Yeah, that's a big block there by Peyton Powell.
Grayson Sporting Goods instant replay. So this one a 2-point game. Riley Dillo back again to serve. Wilma with the nice dig as she's done all night long. And the net call, Greenup County stringing some together now.
And they got Raceland into the net that time, scrambling for the ball, and all of a sudden a 5-point lead's down to 1.
Good serve, another good dig by Wellman. And Mackey just puts it into the net. Coach Nelter just throws up her arms. We're tied, 17-17.
Momentum has switched.
Wellman to keep it in. Simple throw over from the right. Deep.
Yeah, here comes a timeout. Lead change. That's an 8-2 run.
And like you go back, you flip the page just moments ago. Coach Nelter and her team had that little run. Now it's Greenup's turn.
Well, and the big thing of it is when Racing got on that run, it was from the service line. Greenup's got another run going from the service line. It's done a really good job serving here tonight. Seven aces in the match. Powell with 4 of those. Greenup hitting at a 543. Raceland tonight hitting at a 302. 7 service errors, though, to their 5 aces.
So we're in game 3. Greenup took the first one 25-16. The Rams come back, take number 2 game at 25-22. And game 3 right now going to the wire.
And this is where you got to settle down. You got to get a good pass from the back row. Get it up to Haddix, your setter. Let your senior take over. Get it where it needs to go. Get some momentum going back from the back row. Greenup needs to continue to do what it's doing. Right now, Riley Dillo is doing a phenomenal job for the service line. She's hitting laser beams across the top of the tape, and those are really difficult to read.
She's been pretty solid from the back. Middle hit, block. And Greenup County's got to feel pretty good right now, being down what they were, James, now up 2.
Yeah, this is a 9-2 run, down 15-10 after Raceland rolled off 10 straight.
And Wellman cannot get the dig. Greenup now up 20-17.
So a 10-2 run that answers a 10-0 run by Raceland.
Well, Raceland needed to get the ball back.
So take advantage of the gift now.
So into the net with the point and trying to get one more offensively. Throw over. Net play. Just too close there, James, for Cody to try to get to the net. Greenup will serve.
And now you've got your best server, Peyton Powell, on the line.
Yeah, she's pretty good. Middle hit, deep. Greenup down, now they're up and only 3 points away. Raceland from the middle floor. Nobody there.
And Cody's going to get that one down for a point. And what that does is not only picks up a point, that gets Powell off the line.
Yeah.
Because now you rotate through.
And that's what you want.
Now, that rotates back in Allison Rigsby, who's been the best server on the team this year for Raceland. Rigsby on the season, 36 aces to the 185 total for the Rams. And she clips that one across the tape.
You can't do much better than that.
Flirted with disaster on that one as she picks up her first ace of the night, the 6th of the match for the Rams.
That's about as good as it gets. Dig to the setter. D's there. Raceland keeps it in play. And the kill from the middle hit.
Big swing right down the pipe by Lucy Roy. That was a beauty.
Greenup's gone to their bigs there in the middle.
Well, it was a good pass up front. That's Addison Gordon, the setter, and she was able to put it right on the point. Just let her middle go up and pound it down.
That one goes into the net. (23-21). From the back row. Rams keep it in play. Good volley. They just take it over. They being Greenup. That was tipped at the net. Back to the other side. And from the back row. Carry.
I got, lift there on Greenup. So this is the big point here because this at least gets you to where you can serve into set point.
To the middle, out.
So Roy puts home another one, and that makes it set point for Greenup.
24-22.
So now Marla Maracy.
Good serve. They thinking he's going to make it over. She's been hard to defend. The Grayson Sporting Goods instant replay. And the Greenup County Musketeers will take this game 3 as we go to game 4. And Musketeers with the edge up 2-1. We're back in a moment on the Kool TV Sports Network.
Osman Pharmacy and Grill, located at 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg, Kentucky, offers fast and friendly service with a hometown feel. Check out their specialty items in person or order them online at osmanpharmacy.com. Osman Pharmacy and Grill also has daily dinner specials where you can dine in or get your order to go. Stop by or call Osman Pharmacy and Grill today. Osman Pharmacy and Grill, 89 2nd Street in downtown Vanceburg.
Miller Insurance Agency began serving the insurance needs of Northeast Kentucky in 1967. Since then, the agency has prospered by providing valuable insurance protection to our community. As your independent insurance agent, we're not tied to one company. Rather, we compare different carriers, finding the best price. Call or stop by today to compare your coverages. Remember, your independent agent serves you first. Find us online at millerins.net or stop by Miller Insurance, 210 South Carroll Mullen Boulevard in Grayson. Check out Dyer's Big Sandy in Grayson for great prices on home appliances like washers and dryers, ranges and dishwashers. See our giant selection of living room suites, bedroom suites, recliners, mattresses, and electronics, including TVs and speakers. Visit our showroom at 506 Carroll Malone Boulevard in Grayson. You'll find the best prices and the best selection for every room of your home. And Dyer's has all the top brands in bedding: Tempur-Pedic, Purple, Stearns & Foster, Sealy, and Beauty Rest. Dyer's Big Sandy, 506 Carroll Malone Boulevard in Grayson.
Not only is State Senator Robin Webb proud to support and congratulate our youth in all their endeavors in and out of the classroom, but your State Senator Robin Webb is also proud to support and work for all the adults in her district. Robin Webb strives to put forth the best for youth and adults alike. Whether it's in Frankfort or here at home in her district, know that Robin Webb puts you first in all of her decisions she makes. State Senator Robin Webb strives harder every day to make Kentucky a better place to work, live, and have fun.
We welcome you back to the Joker Lawn Care broadcast table. Skate Robinson, James Collier, my producer tonight, Jacob Hankins, and well, she was on the camera. She left.
She'll be back in just a second.
She's taking a break. Felicia Collier doing a great work, and just a shout out, man. I mean, you've put a tool together. I mean, the volleyball, the football, and things have really taken off with this TV thing.
Well, I greatly appreciate it. You know, we're in our third season here with Kool TV, and I can't say enough about our sponsors. That has jumped in with us and helped us continue our venture of covering high school athletics as well as collegiate athletics at KCU. But all of our great fans, you know, we went over 4,000 subscribers a couple of weeks ago when we were working the boys golf tournament out in Moorhead. So it's something that it's a passion of covering sports and being able to do it the way we do it. I will tell you this right now. I'm working on an addition for a camera angle for volleyball. It's coming, and it's going to be freaking phenomenal.
You going up top
no.
like you did in Moorhead?
No, we're not going up top. We're going even closer. We're going to the net.
I like it.
We're going to put a net cam in. So I've got it. I've got to get all the logistics for it and everything to figure it out. But it's. I think it's going to look pretty cool.
That might help the broadcasters. I know of one right now.
It's a really cool, unique angle. I stole it from Marshall. You know, I get about 6 or 7 camera views up there. So one of the camera angles that they do have is the net cam, and I've always seen it. I've watched it during, you know, Olympic volleyball and college volleyball and stuff that I watched, and it's really cool. It's just a very unique shot, and you see a ball getting ready to go up on a kill. It's one you can cut to just in a second's notice, and it looks amazing on replay. So, but that's the one thing I will say with Kool TV is that we're never satisfied. We always want to try to push the envelope and take it to the next level. And more importantly, it's just all about highlighting these kids.
Yeah, and that's what it's about. It's not about us. It's not about the cameras. It's promoting the kids, and that's what we like to do. It's an enjoyment. All right, my friend, Greenup County up 2-1.
Yeah.
As they get the point to start this match.
Raceland tonight with 9 service errors already.
So from the middle, good defense from the back row, and a block.
That was huge. That was a much needed, not so much just for Raceland, that was needed for Rigsby's psyche. Going up against Powell there and just sending that one right back where it come from.
Good defense by Greenup to keep it in play. And nobody there.
And a great job there by Raceland of quickly playing that one up to get it back because Powell was off of her feet. She scrambled, got back to the net, but again, wasn't in position of exactly where it needed to be, and the back row kind of scrambling to make up for her until she got back in position.
Peyton Mackey to serve. Wellman with the set. I like it. I like it.
And Raceland saying that is a carry, basically saying that she scooped underneath it and flipped it over.
Greenup will get the point. 2-2, game 4. Still having a little discussion.
No, they were just waiting for. They were checking a sub in on the rotation. So Bailey Willis coming back on.
Sends Wellman way back. Mackey to hit. And from the right side into the net.
So Haley Dillo. Cammie Gillum having to take the rotation of Savannah Zewald. Looking at Zewald over on the bench. She's got an ice pack on her hand. I won't speculate of anything of what's going on, but she is lost from the rotation, and that takes one of your seniors off the floor, only 2 this year, and takes away your opposite.
Tied at 3. Game 4, Greenup to serve.
Nice joust there at the net.
From the middle, there's the block. Greenup's had several of those. That's Dillo, the middle blocker, the sophomore. Watching the ball, you can see the vision from her eyes from the camera.
And you can see the difference on that one, though. Rigsby too far off the net to try to make that hit. Again, put her up on the net, let her go one-on-one. She was too far off. It gave the advantage up front to Dillo.
Nobody there, but the good hustle keeps it in. And it hits the, whatever that thing is, rope, wire.
It's basically a strap.
Strap to keep the net.
You got metal poles that go down, and then a kind of almost like a PVC coated strapping that comes down that's your anchor piece.
Good play by Greenup. Raceland puts it in the net.
Bradshaw just about whiffed that one.
Point for Greenup. Greenup with the advantage of the 2-1 margin. Mackey from the back row. Service over. Mackey to the floor.
And they got Hicks out of bounds as she pushed it across. As soon as she pushed the ball across, the official immediately waved the flag, pointing, signifying the ball went on the outside of the flag stick.
And that's trouble.
And this is where trouble started earlier. When they got Riley Dillo back on that service line, she got things rolling and rolled off several.
Greenup now up 7-4.
That was when Greenup had gone down 5. They rolled off 10 straight.
Dillo comes a long way to keep it in play. High lob. Push over. Greenup's there to keep it in play. Into the net. And Coach Nelter says, I have to have a timeout.
Yeah, and it's, again, you've got a player that's had to go to the outside and work at a position that is not something that she's been doing. Again, you look at this Raceland team, only 2 seniors. There was only one player that was out on the floor that saw a lot of court time last year, and that was Cody Haddix. So a lot of these players are still trying to figure themselves out, and obviously Bentley Rogers played at Ashland last season and made the transfer to Raceland this year. So you've got a little bit of court vision out there from her. But, again, you can't lean on youth, but it's something that these players have never been in this type of position. And this is a great growing moment for both of these teams because, again, I would throw either one of these 2 teams out in the mix that you give them the right draw and the right run, they could make something happen in the 16th. You know, it's not a foregone conclusion. Obviously, everybody's going to say Ashland is your favorite. But anybody can go down on any given night.
And, you know, Coach Shuttles does a great job at Greenup. Coach Nelter does a great job. These 2 coaches know what it takes to get over that hump, and you could see it there on the timeout. We had the camera on Coach Nelter, pretty vocal. She's got her kids' attention.
No, absolutely. And it's just trying to make certain that they understand where you are right now. You're down 2-1. You're down 4 in this 4th set. You can't let this get out of reach. This ballgame's going to be over.
Right. Dillo was ready, but nobody else was. Good serve. Makes it over. Do they go to the middle? They do. And a good hit, good placement.
Raceland needed that one. Big swing there by Bradshaw down the pipe, going back corner.
Grayson Sporting Goods instant replay.
And this is where Cody, as a senior, has to understand, I need to roll off 4 or 5 here.
She's got a good serve.
Bradshaw's going to get another one.
You look at Cody, she doesn't serve anything high. I mean, it just barely skims over.
Now, she can serve a floater, and she has not shown that here tonight. Most of them have been those big balls, but she can throw a floater to the back row and place it with precision if she wants it.
To the middle again, puts it down. Greenup does a nice job, or excuse me, Raceland does a nice job of keeping it in. That one goes out on Greenup.
Yeah, Willis tried to throw that one down the line on the near side, and it's down to 1.
Haddix to serve again. From the back row.
Nice job of the double block there of Mackey and Bradshaw.
Now Greenup puts it in the net.
And that's just Willis just slinging it. Not really a hit, just slinging it that direction. And
8-8.
you got to watch her arm kind of goes up and pauses, and it just slams it that direction. So what happens is when you get that, you get some of that side spin on the ball when it makes contact, and you get a weird English as it deflects off the player's arm. Another block. Big block up front.
She's had several of those, hasn't she?
Yeah.
There's 2 arms long extension. We'll do it every time.
Lucy Roy has been huge up front tonight. Again, I'm not tracking blocks, but she's got 8 kills. 3 players for Greenup threatening with double digits.
She almost got another one. Tip over. Middle hit. Nice dig from Dillo. And the power hit from the middle. She's feeling it, number 16.
Yeah, Lucy Roy fires home her 10th kill of the night. Oh, excuse me, her 9th kill, my mistake.
4-point lead for the Musketeers. Raceland needs to be careful. Coach Nelter just taking a TO. Too many hits.
No communication. There was no communication on that last ball.
From the middle, the set. Greenup puts it in play.
And Greenup's done a great job of taking advantage of Rigsby getting stuck on the back row.
6-point lead. You always say 15 could be a magic number. Middle hit. Nice block. Carry on the set.
This is a question here with, and it's nothing saying that you're just throwing the towel in. I would be surprised to see if Katie Neltner in this situation doesn't let her team try to figure it out. Don't burn the timeout. See if you can respond. Because this is a situation where you lose this game. Okay, you lost a game to Greenup, but you're going to play another day.
You get them in which is going to matter.
Yes, you need to learn how to figure things out on the court.
Greenup with a simple volley to keep it in.
Nice job by Haddix. And they get Greenup into the net.
Mackey hits the floor. She's all right. Raceland down 3.
And a big block there by Annie Bradshaw.
Rams have cut it to 2.
And doing this with Rigsby stuck on the back row.
Yep.
Call it an ace. Here comes a timeout, Greenup.
Yep, has to kind of slow the momentum down as Greenup County had the mo early on. Coach Nelter had to take the timeout. Now tables turning as Coach Suttles, she'll take a timeout. Only up 13-12 now.
And again, I think a lot of that had to do with Coach Neltner saying, okay, I've got an odd rotation out there right now. I've got Rigsby stuck in the back row. Let's see if we can figure something out. And let them go out there and run with it.
And that's what they did.
That's exactly what they did.
Yeah.
And Coach Suttles, feeling that one there. Again, I didn't know if she was going to go timeout there or wait till you get to 13. I like the timeout there before you get the game tied up. Because, again, what we're looking at is that we've gone back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Then you get to 15, and you're running for those last 10. And then the crazy thing is that we make it to set 5. You don't play to 25. You're playing to 15, and everything is magnified. Every mishit, every misplay, every bad pass, it's on a grand scale.
You're taking away basically 10 points. You
Exactly.
just need 15. The Rams will serve down 1.
Nice set at the net.
She's not holding back in that middle hit.
Well, when you get the ball to Gordon, when she can put it on the net there and just allow Roy to go up, I mean, good things are going to happen. That is all day, every day. When you've got Lucy Roy setting in the net like that, it's going to go home. Now you rotate her to the back row and you bring Peyton Powell back in.
Service error on the Rams.
So another ace for the Musketeers, their 10th of the match.
Brings a little smile from Miss Roy. She spins the old VB. We're ready. Good D by Greenup. Sends it over from the right. Going deep. From the middle. Call against Greenup.
They're going to get a double touch and an out of bounds either way you wanted it there. But now the most important thing is you get Brenda Wellman back on the back row for a service. Rigsby's back up front for Raceland.
That's what you want.
Now can you roll off some points?
Yellow having to go low for the dig. Let's go to the floor again. Close to the net.
Nice diving save.
Middle. Left. Good volley.
And a bad pass.
And the good defense was there, and the defender knew it.
Haddock's trying to go to the opposite and just pushed it right into the net, trying to feed it off to Gillum. Knowing that you had everything set up trying to block middle, just could not get it to the point it needed to go to.
Wilman again from the back row. Raceland to keep it in with the volley. And a carry. Two-point game. This is match 4. From the middle, a high lob back to Wellman.
Nice touch there by Rigsby. Her 12th kill tonight.
Defense trying to get there, just too late. Peyton Mackey will serve again. Middle puts it down. Tip off Raceland.
That's just a big swing there by Peyton Powell, swinging through the block, going one-on-one with Rigsby and winning the battle.
17-15. Greenup will serve.
That's Powell's 10th kill tonight. She has 10. Roy with 11.
Gets it over. That one barely made it over for Raceland. Comes to the middle. Nice dig by Greenup. And a miss hit by Greenup.
That was Willis, got stuck in the air, and ball wasn't where she needed to make a connection with it. Tried to do something with it, but there's not much there.
The Rams get it back.
So your magic number sitting in front, 18.
Yeah.
Who gets to 18 first here?
Close to the net.
Got a bad pass up front, didn't allow Powell to go up.
And we're tied.
And all that came back to a bad pass that Powell was there. They couldn't get the pass there, and she was leaning backward and could not get the ball going across. Timeout, Greenup County.
And she'll burn another timeout. That's her second. So this one set for Greenup County right now up 2-1, and who wants this match the worst way?
And here's the other side of it too. You got to think about too. You played 2 5-set matches 2 nights ago.
Mm-hmm.
Very physical, very emotional. A lot of points scored. So now it's a war of attrition. Okay, yeah, you had a day off, but it's kind of the same thing you're going to see when we get into region. Is depending on how it plays out, whether we play Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, or we play Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on how it plays out, you may have to play 3 straight days.
Sure.
So, your latter part of the season, this is where your legs start to get tired. The season's wearing on. You're 19, 20 games into the season of where you may be. If on Greenup's side, Raceland on the other side, 26 games in. So, Raceland's played a couple of tournaments. They played in the All-A's, so they picked up some extra matches there. You only get 30 games that you can play during the season. So, kind of one of those deals of where are you this latter part of the year.
We're tied at 17. And that went into the net.
That's Rigsby trying to come line. That's a play that she's been doing a lot of.
Do you like that, though?
I do. It's a play that over the last couple of weeks she's hit every single time, and that time just tried to get a little too finessey with it instead of just popping it across and getting on the line. It was there. She just missed it.
Greenup back with the 18-17 lead.
I think going with the push there, it keeps it in the back of the mind of that right there. You think line, and she comes back with a big swing.
Mm-hmm.
And there was some frustration on that swing right there as the one that didn't go down of getting that one in.
And Rigsby will go back to serve as we're at 18. Dig from the right. Off Raceland.
And the big thing you've got now is you've got Rigsby stuck on the back row. Greenup sides out with her service. So now you've got your 2 big hitters up front for Greenup, your big hitter for Raceland stuck on the back row. Now you've got 3 players, 5'7", 5'8" at the tallest, and then Cody Haddix at 5'3" on the front row right now if you're Raceland.
Deep serve from Greenup. Dillo with the bump. Into the net. Greenup keeps it in play. Coach Nelder wanted 2 hits. Has to go over. From the left side, another good dig by Raceland. Middle hit. She's been there all night long.
That's a ball that it's going to get there. It's going down. There's no opposition right now across the net. If Greenup can get it to the net, that ball's going down if they can put it in.
She had a good whip on that one, up 2 now, 2018. Net play, the block. You saw that one coming, James.
Yeah. You try to attack. You're giving up five inches on the net, and it's, again, all that she's got to do is just put those arms straight up, and they hit right into the block.
A lot of timeouts tonight.
It has been. And here's the thing, too, that Greenup can do when you understand that you've got a high advantage of the net, you don't have to send a double block. So you have 5 players behind you that can dig, that's in position to take away those line shots. It can take away those deep shots. So it's something that Greenup's doing a really good job of understanding the situation of, hey, when I've got Rigsby stuck on the back, I'm going to send a block, because when you've got Roy on the net or you've got Powell on the net, you don't need to send something else up there. And Allison Suttles is doing a really good job right now with her rotation to where you're rotating one of the 2 of them up front every single rotation. So you're keeping one of your big hitters up front all the time.
Coach Nelter short and sweet in that timeout. Sends her players back out on the floor, as does Coach Suttles. Her team now, 21-18. Almost a miscommunication there by Raceland. Into the net from Greenup.
And that's a ball where Willis wants to take the big swing, but I understand you're too far off the net, you're off balance, you've got to just lob that one across instead of trying to go into the net.
And a service for Raceland.
Yeah, ace for Cody. Needed that one in the worst way. 8th ace on the night. 8 aces, 8 service errors for the Rams here in this one.
1-point game.
That's what you want to see from your senior back-to-back from the service line. And we're even at 21. Now it's a race to 25 from 4 points.
Raceland trying to send it to game 5. She can serve. Simple volley over. There's that hit again from your middle.
And I was like, they had an opportunity there. They wanted it. Willis was wanting it on the outside. They go middle, and I like the play there. I think that if they try to come from so far away, trying to get that pass outside the Willis, if it doesn't connect, it's probably going into the net.
22-21 Greenup.
Gordon's done a really good job up front as a setter tonight for Greenup.
Oh, it's a good serve.
Smart decision there by Mackey.
Middle, there's the block, and it drops.
And Bradshaw got that one through. Didn't get a lot, but had Roy leaning just slightly and was able to get it off the side of the hands.
Middle hit, and
a laser beam
puts it down.
That was huge.
I mean, that would just, look how quick this thing is.
And again,
golly,
it's a perfect pass from the back row and right on the net. She's going forward as she's hitting it, and that's the reason you get so much velocity on that type of hit. A perfect set, a perfect ball.
Good dig from the back row. And
double touch.
Yep. Back to Raceland with the point.
And that was where the pass got brought to the side, and it's like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this. I'm supposed to be hitting it across. Tried to pass it to the back row to get a back row hit and get the double touch.
So game 4 tied at 23.
Usually hitters aren't good passers.
Deep. Wasn't sure there. Green with a good D. Comes back to the middle, and they put it out, or did they have it?
It was out, yeah. So set point. I would have liked to have seen Rigsby try to put that one down. She tried to get too fancy on the line here, and it was a player right in position there. Got a set point here to force it to set 5.
From the middle, just a throw to the deep back.
There it is.
And the Rams will come back, win this one 25-23, and we're going to play one more, only the 15th. Back with your final game in just a moment here on the Kool TV Sports Network.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Raceland, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around. The Greenup County Public Library system is the best. Read the latest bestsellers in large print, regular print, or audio CDs. You can also check out movies or place a hold on a book on our website or call one of the library locations to place a hold. There are community meeting rooms available by reservation at all locations for clubs and organizations. And be sure to check out the Jesse Stewart collection at the Greenup County branch. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter.
At First National Bank, we strive to make every person that walks through our doors feel like family. Because to us, you are. For over 120 years, we have lived in and served the families of Kentucky with genuine care through the good times and the bad. Come and see the difference banking with family can truly make for you at any of our 7 locations or visit our website at www.fnbgrayson.com. First National Bank, member FDIC.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more. Offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
Joker Lawn Care broadcast table. As we've got one more to go. Who gets to 15 first? It's Kent, James, Jacob, and Felicia. And these two teams, James, as we talked on the onset of the broadcast from the Joker Lawn Care broadcast table, is they're playing for everything. I mean, they know they're going to meet again in 2.5 weeks, and really we go to game 5 now, doing what they got to do to prepare for district tournament, even though you still got a lot of games to be played. Coach Suttles and Coach Nelter are seeing what is going on both sides of the
absolutely.
floor.
And again, it's right now you're playing across the chest. This has no outcome in the district standings. It's games are here. It doesn't matter. You're going to play as a 2 or 3 no matter what happens. But it's for pride. Again, you put Greenup, you put Raceland against each other. It's bragging rights.
Yeah.
Raceland went down there to the greenhouse and got a match in 5. It almost the same way this one played out in 5 sets. Now can Raceland do it again, or can Greenup flip the script and steal one away here on the road? Everything's under a magnifying glass times 10 here. Every error, every misserve, every mishit, bad pass, it just amplifies of what it is moving forward in this match right here.
So Greenup and Raceland, game 5. And you go to match 5, the game 5, you just go to 15, as James said, not 25, and we'll see how things pan out.
And Raceland will start with a service too, so that allows you to kind of put yourself in a position of how you want to attack and what you want to do with it.
It'll be Wellman, deep serve, middle hit, and a block at the net.
And that's a big start right there. You get a block on Powell at the net with Rigsby.
Grayson Sporting Goods instant replay. Wellman again. Little drop ball, Raceland up 2.
Beautiful job there. The service got Greenup out of system. Raceland gets it back to Rigsby. That brings Powell to the net, and she just goes with that little floater across. Her 16th kill of the night.
Goes to the setter, and from the middle, drops.
And that time Powell does the same thing on Rigsby that she's done to her.
2-1. Good serve, good dig. Into the net it goes. A little help from the block.
Yeah, Gillum trying to hit into the double block there of Powell and Dillo, and that's just not gonna land too well too many times.
Tied at 2. Defense is there for Greenup. Into the net. And over.
Nice little flip there by McAlvin. Just flipping that one across.
Just doing what you need to do. Getting it over. Goes to the back row. From the middle, defense is there. Throw over, once again, nice play by Greenup. And a good spot going to the back.
Powell saw the line and took it right in front of Katie Neltner, and Neltner barking at her back line there for being out of position and allowing that ball to go down with ease.
4-2 Greenup.
4-0 run by the Musketeers. A point here takes a timeout. You have to. You can't fall down 3 this quick.
Goes back and got a little help from the Greenup County back row.
Seawald back on the floor now, too.
That's good to see. Greenup having to go to the bench, keep it in. Wellman had to come a long way.
Katie just holding her hands up, looking at Cody Haddock, saying, "What are you doing?" I mean, that's just trying to do something with a ball that is just, it's got to just go back across the net.
Toss to the back row. And from the right, off Greenup.
Dillo goes right into the block of Rigsby. Raceland sides out.
It's be Peyton Mackey. She's a good server.
This keeps Greenup out of system. Now you got to capitalize. And that's right there is what you do with it.
Yep.
That's how a senior makes up for a mistake earlier. That one's on me, Coach, as you look at Coach Katie Nelner and say, hey, I made that mistake, I'll get it back, and she does it right there. She does it. I call that the ninja kill.
Yeah.
You go on 2, and you get a setter like that. It's just, that's feeling the floor.
Boy, that's such a good serve.
And that's where you get that tape burner. You flirt with that, and not all the time does it come back over. Sometimes it comes back on your side, but that one right there, it's on the tape, and you can't do anything with it. Timeout, Greenup.
You can't do much better than that. So match 5, tied at 5 as these district rivals going at it. Coach Nelter about lost her hat. She's getting all excited down there. So being very calm in the huddle, getting a smile and applauding the effort of Raceland, and on their side of things, you can't see it, but Coach Suttles doing the exact same thing.
Well, and this is the experience of the veteran head coach, 3 region championships that she led her team down. Again, the third one with the same team that when she exited the program last year, leaving for undisclosed reasons. But, you know, she was the one that started that thing, and how many times they went into the region championship game before finally crossing over and getting that win.
Yeah.
But this is sensing the understanding of, okay, I still got a team that's still trying to figure these kind of things out. This is where they need to see a cool, calm, and collected me, not breathing down their throats right now. We've got the game even at 5. Now, we got to settle things down, play our game, and try to knock out the next couple of points to get back in rhythm. I think that's what both coaches are talking about here, rhythm.
Mm-hmm.
You've got to find rhythm quick.
Deep serve, middle hit from Greenup, and the block.
And that's big right there.
Raceland Sporting Goods instant replay.
You get a block that big. I mean, this is big on big. My best coming at your best. Here it comes.
Mackey back to serve again. Raceland up 6-5. This is it. First one to 15. Of course, by 2. Another great serve.
Nice dig by Mackey on the back row.
Sends the Greenup defense back. From the back row, a hit. Greenup there for the dig. And the drop ball, but Raceland's there.
What a dig by Mackey near side.
Look at the defense.
Katie Neltner looks like she's on the back row right now.
Probably wish she was. There's the drop ball from Greenup.
Perfect ball near side by Powell. Reading the pressure on the block, and then that's Coach Neltner telling Mackey that you've got to be in that position to take that away. That's just reading the floor so well.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing that opening over there. Again, I like watching her and Rigsby play against each other now. It's almost been watching two players playing a mirror.
6-6. Middle. Puts it down, but the D's there. Mackey with the dig.
And they get a double hit, yeah.
Point back to Raceland.
Jalen Hicks coming back on for the libero of Bentley Rogers. And Savannah Zewald, the senior, back in to serve.
Good to see her back there. Hand wrapped.
That's heavily taped on that left hand.
Yeah. Mackey with the service and a kill from the Rams.
Rigsby fires home another one. That's number 17 tonight, backing up the contest against Boyd County, in which her and Bradshaw both had double-digit kills. She had 25, by the way, that night.
25. Greenup puts it where they're not.
Nice play there by Willis going back corner. Rogers back in for Zewald. Now you got your best server on the line of Peyton Powell for Greenup. And right there's what she gives you.
Mackey had to go low. Coach Nelter going to take a timeout. We're tied at 8.
11 service aces tonight, 5 by Powell. She also leads away with 13 kills. 3 players for Greenup. Or excuse me, she has second in kills. Roy leads away with 15. Willis has 10. Raceland's Allison Rigsby with 17 kills tonight. Haddix and Peyton Mackey each with 6.
Powell just a junior. There's Coach Nelter again for Raceland. Coach Suttles for Greenup.
This has been fun volleyball.
This has been good. I mean, this is, when you got 2 good teams going at it, district rivals, you got the name on the shirt, again, looking down the road, not looking ahead because you got plenty of regular season games left, but you're going to see what each other's doing before you get to that with more games to be played. But right now, it's an evenly matched, obviously, as we've gone to match 5. This one, the final game tied at 8. We just go to 15 when you play match 5. And Wellman can't handle the serve.
Back-to-back service aces for Peyton Powell. So Powell with 6 aces tonight, 12 for Greenup.
Greenup with the 1-point lead. To the middle, throw over. And good defense. Greenup, just a nice hit over. This will go to the back. And that one sails out, or did it drop?
Well, they're going to say it was a tip.
Tip, yeah, because it went out of bounds. Greenup up 2. Close to the net. Greenup gets it over just to keep it in. Nice hit.
Rigsby picks up the contact on the kill on the far side for her 18th tonight.
She'll go back to serve. Her team down 1. Net play. Rigsby with the bump.
They'll say they got a tip.
That's what Greenup players were wanting. And Raceland gets it back.
Trying to get a sub coming in. Greenup is trying to run in a late sub there.
Trying to get Sargent in.
And that they're saying that should be a point for out of service. So the yellow card has been issued to the bench for the late substitution.
Service Raceland, deep. Block at the net. And the kill.
Big swing there by Jalen. She needed that one. She had a couple big ones late.
Confidence. You know, except for the first game, these last ones have just, they've been tight as all get out.
Can be.
Yes, sir. To the net. And a block from Raceland.
What a block by Annie Bradshaw. That was huge.
Grayson Sporting Goods instant replay.
They got it to Roy, who they wanted in the middle, and Bradshaw turned it away.
Raceland with the defense. And that one.
You couldn't have taken that ball back there and placed it any better.
I mean, that right on that back line.
Timeout, Greenup.
I mean, that's as good as it gets, Coach.
And that's a senior setter that reads the court so well. I kid it all the time. I've covered Cody for 3 years now, and I always said it's like she has a sixth sense. She's got eyes in the back of her head, and when that ball comes to her, she can almost see where that opening is, and she shoves it to the back corner. That shoves so well with that ninja kills, a lot of times what I call it. Sometimes you'll see her go quick up front. Other times this year, one of the things this year she's really developed is that push back and going those back corners. I kid it, always said 8-ball corner pocket. That's what she's going with, and that's a pretty spot right there.
You can't place it any better. Excuse me, Raceland now up.
And here's something too to put in this perspective to this match. This service right here has been huge for Allison Rigsby. She had a position like this Tuesday night against Boyd County. Had a couple balls that could have been set point into the net. She stepped up really big here in this fifth set from the service line. Let's see if she can serve it out now.
Setter had to come a little bit of a long way.
Good job keeping Greenup out of system. Nice diving save by Dillo on the back row.
Let's get it over.
And you've got Greenup kind of unwinding right now. You could see the frustration there by Roy as she bent that one out of bounds. Match point.
Dillo had to go to the floor. Rigsby with the bump. Raceland there in the back.
Nice dig there by Rogers.
Rigsby to keep it in. Good hustle by Dillo.
This one's got to go down.
Close to the net. The Rams will win it.
Big block by Jalen Hicks as she gets mauled at the center court stripe as they try to work to the right side, and the block there as her and Bradshaw get the double block and want to come from behind win tonight as Raceland down 2-1 comes from behind and wins it 3-2.
Back to wrap it up momentarily on the Kool TV Sports Network.
Hello, everyone. I am Rick Clark. Let me introduce you to Carlisle, Annabelle, and Zach.
And as you can tell by these commercials, this family has a lot of fun.
We have a great team here at Clark's.
And we would love for you to join our family.
Whether you're a young person looking for your first job, someone who's looking for extra work, or maybe you're ready to start a career at a growing company, we want to talk to you. To find out more and start the process, go to myclarkspns.com.
Clark's Pump and Shop.
Return.
Refresh.
Refuel.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at workreadykentucky.com.
At Preston Family Funeral Home, we understand how making decisions during the loss of a loved one can be most difficult. You can help relieve this burden on your family with pre-planning at Preston Family Funeral Home. It's safe, secure, and simple. You can transfer your existing plan from any other funeral home to Preston Family Funeral Home by simply calling 606-325-4946. Preston Family Funeral Home. Our family serving yours because we care.
Back at the Joker Lawn Care booth, broadcast table. Pretty good night of volleyball, James Collier.
It was. That was a lot of fun. Two good teams there. And again, it's like I said, there's one of those two teams that's going to go home in the districts and not even make the regional tournament. And it's the concept of the way we play. And it shows the power that we got in the 63rd this year again. But one of these two teams are not going to make the regional round, and that's a farce because the fact of it is both of these teams could push for a region championship.
Yeah.
But looking at some numbers real quick for Greenup, they swing it at a 362 tonight, 12 aces, 9 service errors. Roy leads away with 15 kills. Powell had 13, 6 aces on the night. Willis puts down 11. For Raceland, a 257 they hit. Rigsby with 18 kills on the evening. Mackey has 6 kills. Haddocks with 7. 10 aces for the Rams, 8 service errors. As the Rams bounce back after falling behind 2-1 and win it 3-2.
All righty, that'll wrap things up here tonight from the Joker Lawn Care broadcast booth. My thanks for James, Caller and Stats, and Jacob and Felicia as well. Getting late, we're going to get out of here. Thanks for tuning in to high school volleyball on the Kool TV Sports Network.
Thank you for watching Kentucky High School Volleyball on Kool TV. This broadcast of Kentucky High School Volleyball has been an exclusive sports presentation of the Kool Sports Network and Kool TV.